This video is a bit different from usual, as I got the chance to test the CrowPi 2, a Raspberry Pi laptop and a learning platform. I wrote a full review on the website, that I invite you to check for more details, but I'll give you a summary in this video. The CrowPi 2 looks like a traditional laptop, but it's powered by a Raspberry Pi, and include many modules and sensors under its removable keyboard. It's like the ultimate Raspberry Pi kit. An 11.6 inches monitor, a wireless keyboard and mouse, the Pi playground under the keyboard, and everything is ready to use. On my device, the Raspberry Pi was already plugged in, I just had to insert the SD card to boot on the customized operating system. Depending on your current level, hardware and goals, you can choose among several kits. The basic kit without a Raspberry Pi starts around $300, while the deluxe kit with a Raspberry Pi 4 is close to $600. Advanced and deluxe kits include books and more accessories. Check the website for more details. Yes, that's a budget. But you not only get the convenience of the laptop format and a few sensors to play with, you also get a customized operating system with a smooth learning experience. Let me show you. The CrowPi 2 comes with a pre-installed SD card, with everything you need to get started. It's based on Raspberry Pi OS, with all the apps pre-installed for you, and a nice menu to explore all the options. It's clearly designed for kids, with flashy colors and big buttons, but I enjoyed it and learned a few things too, so stay with me a little more. This interface makes me think of Kano OS, a Linux distribution based on Raspberry Pi OS and customized for kids with a similar learning experience through gamification. Anyway, behind this custom menu, the Linux distribution is Raspberry Pi OS Buster. It's not the latest version, but it's probably better, as Bullseye is a bit funky currently with Python libraries. I wouldn't upgrade it for now, as you'll likely have a ton of issues. I like the way they handle the interface within each module. For example, if you choose Minecraft in the main menu, it will open several apps on your screen, making everything easy to use. But what's the learning experience exactly? Let's see. Everything start in this main menu. The recommended order is to start with the project section. Basically, this is just to see the different modules in action. You choose one project, for example the environment monitoring, and can run it without typing a single line of code or plugging anything. Under the keyboard, the LCD screen will display the current value, using the temperature and humidity sensors. That's great to get a sense of what is possible with the modules you have. Some of them are pretty fun, and should keep your kids interested. Then, you can move to the learning section, where you'll start to learn how to code and interact with these sensors. An account is required to save your progress. You have the choice between Scratch and Python. Then the idea is the same. Pick a project, and a virtual teacher will start to explain the goals and the different concepts to move forward. The assistant will tell what you need to do, and then give you the corresponding line of code to do it. I like that they don't give the line of code directly, so that you can take a few seconds to think about it, or try it yourself before checking the solution. If you prefer to start with Scratch instead of Python, the idea is the same. You'll have the Scratch editor open and the virtual teacher on the side, explaining each step with videos. It's really well done. The only issue I have with this learning module is probably the difficulty level for a complete beginner. Starting with GPIO interactions in the first Scratch project is a bit too much when it's your first script. I would have started with something more basic. But anyway, it's very well done. I already showed the Minecraft module, which is the next logical step after that. Same idea, different tutorials, step by step, trying to get better with Python and the Minecraft API. Then you can also play with a bit of artificial intelligence, microbit or Arduino to go even further, but the main module is really learning Python and Scratch. Overall, the CrowPi 2 is an excellent learning platform. It's pretty easy to get started, and the custom OS, apps, and books will accompany you in the discovery of the different languages, modules, and sensors. The laptop itself feels a bit like a toy, and the keyboard is not very stable. So, I wouldn't necessarily use it for desktop use. But as a learning platform, it's good enough. And you still have access to the Raspberry Pi ports, so you can easily switch to better accessories if needed. In short, I feel the learning experience is awesome, the hardware is excellent, but they could improve a few things for more comfort, maybe with the CrowPi 3? Adding a battery, a better keyboard, and improving the case material might be interesting. If you want to introduce coding or electronics to your kids, or even learn for yourself, this is a good choice. The pricing is correct, especially if you have nothing yet, and the overall experience is great. The journey from the project experimentation to learning how to code them yourself is well done. Check the links in the description to check my full review or order your own device.